Well, we have all heard about the popularity of the man cave, but what about a special place for us ladies? Sounds nice. Interior designer Shoshana Goslin says that a new trend is emerging, and it's called the Ladies Lounge. She joins me now to show us what it can be used for and how you can create a more feminine look in your own home. Shoshana, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. What a fun little setup we have this morning, our Ladies Lounge.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about this idea. Why is it so popular, and how can you use a ladies' lounge in your home?
Well, we've all heard the term man cave.
Right.
A place for men to go so that they could get away from the stresses of life and have, you know, their big screen TV. And actually, it's become such a huge trend all over the world that there's books about it, websites about it, and TV shows.
Right, yeah, the Man Cave show, yeah.
But they don't have anything for the ladies. So I'm here today to stick up for the ladies.
I like it. Music to my ears. Okay, so how can we use a ladies' lounge in our home?
Sure. So you just need to find a spot in your house, and it could be anywhere from an office that's not really being used, a guest room, a part of the basement maybe, if the guy will give up his man cave a little bit. You can also use, if you have a big bedroom with a sitting room, cut off that sitting room area and turn that into a ladies' lounge. You can either put a temporary wall up, a screen, or actually close it off.
Great.
And I really do think that it's so important to have a space like this, because whether you have roommates, whether you have spouses, children, pets, or, you know, Aunt Emily over, your patients can get kind of thin.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have a place to go where nobody's allowed.
Yeah, like a little retreat, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Now you have some great pictures here you want to show us. What are we looking at now?
Okay, so this would be my ideal ladies' lounge, full of lots of books. It's a small space, so you don't need a big space.
Right.
Just a nice, comfortable place you could put your feet up and have just a relaxing time. And the second one now, if you have a little bit more space, this is a great place to have, you know, a place to, again, relax your mind and your body by doing a craft, scrapbooking, whether you're blogging, whether you're reading or drawing.
Okay, so maybe think about your interests when you're, you know, what relaxes you.
Yes.
And kind of incorporate that into your design.
Yes, and it's important to keep your place organized.
Okay.
This is actually my closet. I turned a guest room.
Wall.
Yeah, I turned the guest room into my home office, and it really is my ladies' lounge because nobody's allowed in it. And I turned the closet, it wasn't a hard project, into a place to hold my crafts and keep it organized.
Yeah.
So I just closed the door, and the mess is gone. And I even have my yoga mat in there, as you could see.
Yeah, and it still looks so cute and just inviting, you know.
Very, very easy.
Great.
Very
okay, and we
easy.
have some great elements on our set this morning.
Yes.
That were kindly donated to us for the morning.
Yes, from Royal Furniture of Emmaus.
Okay, thank you.
These are the essentials.
Okay.
To have, again, a place to put your feet up. A comfy throw, comfy pillow, a good lighting source, and a night table or whatever you want, an accent table. You can reuse furniture, repurpose furniture, change out the knobs, and just a place to put stuff.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like you would have to spend a lot of money. I mean, depending on how much you want to spend on a lounge or a piece of furniture, the rest are just really cute accessories, books like you mentioned.
Yes, and you know the funnest part about creating the ladies' lounge is actually creating it. So take your time. Don't spend a lot of money. I have some great DIY projects for some of the things you see here that we're going to go to next. And I have also some really other great tips and a checklist on my blog at loveyourroom.com.
Super, and lots of great tips and design advice on Shoshana's blog.
Yeah.
And just quickly, colors. Do you tend to do more serene and relaxing spa-type colors for your ladies' lounge, or do some ladies like it you know, crazy, wild, bold colors?
You know what? It really depends what inspires you. I would suggest looking through magazines, looking through your clothing and see what colors. But I'll tell you, Pantone Color of the Year is honeysuckle pink, which is basically this pink.
Oh,
so,
wow,
you know, you can always do a very light, airy room and then pops the color with your art and your blankets and your pillows and make it fun.
Great. Well, this
the
looks
most important
beautiful.
thing is the do not disturb sign.
Oh, I love that. Look how cute. And this is a homemade little sign.
This is just a cork board.
Oh,
and you have to have it on your, nobody's allowed in your room.
Okay.
And if you have a lock, lock it.
All right.
You deserve
wow.
it. We have to nurture ourselves.
Okay, well, sounds good. All right, well, the man cave for the men, the ladies' lounge for the ladies. I love it. And as you mentioned, coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about some do-it-yourself projects that you can incorporate into your own ladies' lounge. That's coming up when we return with Shoshana just after these messages. Stay with us. We are talking about the Ladies Lounge today, or the equivalent of the man cave for the ladies out there. Interior decorator Shoshana Gosselin joins me in the studio once again to show us some do-it-yourself projects that will give your Ladies Lounge personality and style. Shoshana, welcome back.
Thanks.
So you are always coming up with great projects, and you have some great ideas today that we can incorporate into our Ladies Lounge, starting with a cork board. Now, how'd you come up with this?
This was a mistake.
Oh,
I bought the
good
frame and I broke the glass.
Oh.
So don't throw out the frames if you break your glass. It's okay. Reuse, repurpose, go green. All I did was simply buy roll-out cork. And
At a craft store?
at any craft store,
Okay.
you can find it at any office supply store.
Okay.
And also foam board that you can get at the dollar store, you know, the big poster foam board,
Yeah.
or any craft store again. And all you do is just simply cut the foam board to the size of the frame, and then you hot glue the cork board right on it, and you slip it in. And I just used, you know, little tack nails to hold it in, and it works perfectly.
Oh, it looks adorable.
Yeah, just to let you know, all these projects, I have step-by-step instructions on my web.
Okay, which is loveyourroom.com.
Yes.
And I love even these cute little push pins. How adorable are they?
These were great because they're just regular push pins, and all I did was I embellished them with these little felt birds that I found again at a craft store. You just hot glue anything you want on top of the push pin. As long as it is not too heavy, it'll stay.
And I love also the variety of items that you have displayed. You know, everything from a cool necklace to a quote. So should you just
Yes.
kind of be thinking about things that inspire you, things you love? when
That's
you're-
it. That's
Okay.
what the room's all about. And
In our last segment, you had these displayed just kind of on top of each other, really cute, and it blended our colors together, and it looked fabulous.
makes a huge difference, and it's fun to do.
Yeah, okay, great. A little relaxing and
Yeah.
therapeutic. This is another great idea that doesn't cost really anything, right?
No, I fell in love with these shell balls at a decor store, and they were so expensive. So I bought these little foam balls at a craft store, and I just have scrapbooking paper around. So I just kind of tore up the paper, and I crumpled them up into little tiny pieces, as you could see, and start hot gluing it around the ball. And you end up with all these beautiful balls.
Oh my gosh,
This
so
is,
cute.
yeah, it's the coolest thing.
And we see all these big glass vases with, you know, pine cones or Christmas ornaments we talked about, I think. So this is something, I mean, I was saying to you during the break, you know, you could use different colors for different seasons
That's right.
or change it out again if you get bored. So fun.
Yeah, and there's so many things you can hang them on some string. You can add a chopstick or something and paint it and then put it in a vase. Cute.
Great. And here's another great idea. Let me get
Yes.
this to where we can see it. And this is wall art.
This is wall
How
art.
fun.
So this is a really cool way. Again, this is your inspiration room. You want to hang